I really should have some water over here. Well, we're gonna get going, I think. My hair is tickling my underarm. Here we go. Hello, and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is October 29th. It is a Friday, and I have the day off of work. I'd like to say hello and welcome to any new subscribers, and welcome back to all you returning subscribers. My name is Roz, and I live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada, with my husband and my two kids, who are 11 and 9. Today I have for you, what am I wearing? Works in progress, next on my needles, events, and some chatter. Let's get started, shall we? What am I wearing? All right, today I'm actually wearing two things, although you can't see my socks. I'm wearing my foolproof cowl. This is out of a Malabrigo yarn. It's a single ply, and I also have a Waiting for Rain shawl by Sylvia McFadden out of the same yarn. I bought this as a kit from Passion Knits at Knit City one year. And so the kit did a whole large shawl and the foolproof. And I have some scraps left, of course, in my scrap bin. So awesome kit. Love it. This is the same pattern that I'm knitting in the summer, and you'll see a very similar one momentarily. The blue in this is called Unicornio, and the gray is Pearl. You know, blue, blue, blue. Everything's blue. It's my favorite color, clearly. I am also wearing my Jelly Roll socks, which is the Jelly Rolls by Mara, I don't know, Catherine Briner, I think that's right. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Sorry, guys. And they are in some Koigu yarn. Again, I also got this as a kit from Passion Knits at a Knit City. I don't remember which one. At the same time, I bought this kit and that kit. And yeah. Shall I see if I can put my feet up here so you can see them? All right, getting back to the socks. That did not work. The socks are made out of some Koigu, and it's in their KPPPM, which is Painter's Palette Premium Merino. That's a mouthful. And the color is 100 and P8783. So there's a blue and then a very variegated purple. So those ones are great because they're little shorties and they keep your feet warm without being too warm. So that's what I'm wearing. Let's move on to works in progress. For works in progress, first of all, update on the twinkle socks. No progress on the twinkle socks. Try again for next time. And I will tell you more about that pattern when I pull it out next time and I have a finished object. Right, guys? So I will talk about my foolproof. And I'm going to get it. It's down here. Hold on. So this is the second foolproof I've made. The first one was like a red and burgundy and purple. And this is the third one that I am currently making. Oh, and it's looking so good. So this one is wider than my other ones and shorter, shorter. This is a double loop and it still hangs quite low, which is fine because if you're wearing it in a jacket, you can bunch it up and then it's kind of more decorative, but still keeping you a bit warm. This one is definitely going to be more functional. I just about pulled the needle out. Yeah, so that's going to be good. And I am starting the decreases. Yay! So this is, you start at this end and you create a triangle and then you do one side and then you do the other side and it's totally magic. So I started here and worked down and now it's coming back together and I'm so excited. It is so, so, so exciting. And actually it goes together this way, but anyway. Just talking to myself now. Well, I do talk to myself a lot, but so there we are. Almost done. I'm gonna have it done so soon, guys. So soon. The yarn I used for this one, wait, I should talk about the pattern first. The pattern is called Foolproof, and it's by Louise Zasbangam. And yeah, this is my third time knitting it. It's a wonderful pattern. You should knit one. The yarn, let's talk about the yarn. The yarn, the silver, is a Sea Turtle Fiber Arts in their Ridley sock in the silver colorway. And the purple and blue is Upsuke Merino in a hand-dyed yarn from that shop. So, and I picked that up when I was in Souk, which is on Vancouver Island. And so it's special to me. Travel yarn. I love travel yarn. So yeah, I'm so close to finishing that one. So maybe next week I'll have like a bunch of finished objects. Wouldn't that be amazing? And I can't wait to wear this one. This is going to be another staple in my life. I really like these double wrap cowls because they're so easy to wear. You don't have to futz with them. They don't fall off. They don't, have strands hanging out from like a triangle shawl. You put it on and it stays there and it's wonderful and keeps you warm. So that is my Foolproof. All right, moving on to the love note. I am so close to finishing this. It's way over here. I'm recording in a slightly different angle today. I'm not sure it's working, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so last time I showed you guys the body. So of course the body is all done, but look at this, you guys. It's one sleeve. I gotta do the ribbing on that sleeve, but there's one sleeve. And they are gonna be like a 3/4 length sleeve, so about here on my arm. And I've started this one. I've made some good progress. Still probably got about 8 inches to go on this one. And then the ribbing on that one. So, oh, it's so good, you guys. Maybe I'll put in some footage. I'm gonna try it on if I remember before I have to go get my daughter. Maybe I'll try it on and put in a little reel here. Anyway. So this is a really, really fun pattern. It's called Love Note by Tin Can Knits. Their patterns are so clear and concise. I feel like they're holding my hand that whole way, but it's not too much wording. It's just enough, and I just love it. All the Tin Can Knits patterns, I would highly recommend them for beginner through advanced. Everything is good. And the yarn is Loops and Thread. In the brushed swirl, which is that like fluffy, I don't know that you can see as much halo as I'm seeing, but it's awesome. And this color is called Pearl Gray. Yeah. And this project qualifies for the Downseller Studio Pigskin Party. So another reason to get it done ASAP, get it in for points. So good. Okay. Some of this is probably going to be in chatter, but I'm going to the theater tomorrow night. Can I finish the sleeves tonight and block it so that tomorrow I can wear it to the theater? I will report back. I'm so excited. Mostly about the theater. Also about Finish My Sweater, but going to the theater, I'm so excited. Okay, so that is my love note. Throw that over there. Next up, I have some socks. And I've actually made quite a bit of progress on these. These have now become my out and about knitting. Because I've been able to do things out and about somewhat. I mean, somewhat. Still restrictions, but I am coaching my son's volleyball, and we had to drive about an hour away on a school bus. So I got like a good 1.5 inches done. I mean, I had to sit and tell kids to put their mask back on and to sit down and stop touching that kid and blah, blah, blah. But I did get quite a bit of knitting done, so I am happy with the progress on these. I think I was still on the heel last time, so made quite a bit of progress. But they're back on a needle together. When I do the heels, I put it on one needle, knit one, knit the other, and then put them back on. And they're still matchy-matchy. So I'm using the Vanilla Reversed pattern by Annie Fletcher for this one. And so that's the pattern in the 64 stitch size, but this is like a light fingering weight yarn. So it is a bit, and I do a 3x1 ribbing on the top of the foot and all the way up the leg. That way it's easy for the kids to get on and off, and it fits them nice for a little bit longer than just a plain stockinette. The yarn for this one is Mustache yarn in their House Ombre, the Eagle, and the Diadem colorway, which is a Harry Potter reference for Ravenclaw. But they are getting so good. He doesn't like super tall socks, and I have like that's a lot of yarn left. So that is good. It's good. It's good. It's good to have lots of yarn left. Then you're not going to run out. So I might get him to try them on and see how much taller he wants them. And I did make the feet a little bit big for him. So I want to make sure they're tall enough for when he grows into them a little bit. He's due for a growth spurt. So there we are. Those are Cooper's Ravenclaw socks. What else do I have? Oh, right. Haha. And the hat. Is it in here? It's at the bottom. Nope. Is it at the bottom? I don't know where it went, guys. I don't know. Ta-da! I found it. And I didn't lose any stitches. All right. So here it is. 0 progress on it. Let's see if I can stretch it out. There. That looks better. So this is the Yukon Campfire hat by Liz Sutton, and it's out of Knit Picks Wool of the Andes in Coal, which is the black. Hollyberry is the dark red, and then red is the bright red. And it is a buffalo plaid hat. I have not blocked it. I have not knit any more on it, and I don't know what to do about it yet. So watch this space and we'll see what happens with that. I've kind of just put it on the back burner because I really want to get my love note finished. Yeah, but I do have, as I showed the other times, I do have yarn to do a gray version and a blue version. And I really want to do them. I really want to knit them. I think it would be really cool. I'm just not happy with the blocks of color work. It's just not working out how I thought it would. I'm going to look up a couple different float management techniques and see if I can do something a bit different. Otherwise, I will just use this yarn to make hats, probably single color hats, for everyone in the family, which shouldn't take me that long. I have till December 20th to get that done, so decisions. So that's it for works in progress. Wow, I seem to be rattling right through these this week. Up next is Next on My Needles. Next on my needles, I have decided, with some enabling from some yarny friends, to knit a sweater in a month. So November is Nanny Suemo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'll put it up on the screen below. And so it's National Knit a Sweater in a Month. This is based off of the National Write a Novel in a Month. I think something like that. Yeah, but instead we're going to knit a sweater. And, you know, it's probably a little ambitious for me, but I've decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold you guys to hold me accountable to it. I have some yarn that I bought to make Taylor a sweater, and I only have so much of it because she's a petite little 9-year-old, and I really want to make her a sweater while she's still, cute and adorable, to wear a cute and adorable sweater. And I have two options, and they're both made, can I reach this stuff? Out of this lovely fluffy yarn. It's so fluffy. This yarn is Knit Picks Wonder Fluff. It is bulky, so knitting a sweater for a child out of bulky seems like it could do it in a month, right? Yeah, totally. Also, this pink is called Sweet Pea Heather. Oh, I love it. And then I have one ball of the black, which is Welly's Heather. So it's black, but it's not quite black. That's blowing it out a bit, but it's got some definition to it for sure. So I have two different options on what I should make her. I'll probably let her choose, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. The first one is called Professor Meow Sweater by Claire Slade, and this is from the Knit Picks website, and it's designed with this Wonder Fluff. So yeah, that will work well. It's like a short sleeve sweater, and it's got a cat on the front. I think it's intarsia, and then you add some whiskers and stuff to the cat afterwards, so that could be super fun. The other one is called the Penguin Holiday Sweater, and it's from the Yarnspirations Design Studio, and I don't know if it was designed with this yarn or if lots of people have knit with it, but I've seen lots knit out of this Wonder Fluff, so that will work as well. I'm just not sure about the yardage, because so the Professor Meow sweater would be mostly pink, and then it would be a black cat just on the front of it, whereas the penguin sweater, it's kind of like a heart shape top, and then so the bottom would be pink, and then this part with the sleeves would be black. Now I could make it short sleeved, that's not a problem. I'll just have to wait and see A, which one she picks, and B, what I could do. And I could color block it. I could make the top black down to, like kind of a cap sleeve, and then do pink the rest of the way. I don't know. Options. But I have 4 balls, so that should be enough to make her a sweater. And that is going to be my NaNoSuemo project. NaNoSuemo. Okay, and on to events. The event that I am participating in right now is the Downseller Studio Pigskin Party, and this runs along with the American football season. So we started projects in the beginning of September, and it ends in February. And you play and you enter the projects for points, and there's extra things along the way, and then your points get you entered into a draw prize if you're interested in that. I enjoy the conversations that happen, the encouragement, seeing what everybody else is working on. I think it's super fun. There is, in her Ravelry group, there is lots of threads. There's lots of tags on Instagram if you're not into Ravelry. And there's more information on her website, which is downsellerstudio.com, which I will link down below, along with everything else I talk about. So that's it for events. Moving on to chatter. I will start off chatter today as usual with what am I reading. I am currently reading Tower of Dawn, which is the 6th book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. And yeah, it's good. It focuses on different characters than the previous books. So it has some new characters, obviously, because they're like in a new area of the world, their world. So I'm enjoying that part of it. But it's a long It's a long book, guys. It's a long book. And I keep falling asleep. So I'll read like 2 pages and then fall asleep. And then I'll forget what happened in those 2 pages. So then I'll read them again the next night, but then I'll fall asleep again. Maybe the problem is the lack of sleep. Anyway, I am enjoying the book. I can't wait for the next Gaslight Mystery one to come in from the library. I just reset my password so I can get all that again. And yeah, my son has been reading the Hunger Games series, so I'm considering starting to read that again. And my husband and I are still reading the Game of Thrones series. We're on book 3. I think 3. Anyway, we sit down and read a chapter together. Most nights we try to get through a chapter and then we talk about it, and that way it's a achievable thing just to read one chapter a night, because those are big books. Those are very big, very detailed books with so many characters. Sometimes I get lost. He's read them a bunch of times. I've watched the show before, but the books of course are different, and so it's good little bite-sized segments, and then we can talk it through, like, who was this guy again and who was he related to and all that kind of stuff. So that's it for reading. Last weekend, we went to O'Keefe Ranch, which is a local ranch, and it's actually been around for, I want to say more than 100 years, like maybe close to 150 years. It was an active cattle ranch until about the 60s, and then it became a historical site, and the original manor house is still there, and you can get tours of it. They have lots of other cool things. They've made like a kind of little town area where there's a general store and a blacksmith, and then you can see the original small house that was on there before they built the big house. And then they have animals, and they had a corn maze. They had some live music. Yeah, it was pretty cool. The kids lost interest with the historical kind of stuff. We didn't get to all of it. Like there's farm equipment museum area, stoves, like old stoves. So by the time we did a couple things, we didn't get to all of the kind of museum-y stuff. There's a chapel that's original to the property as well. So there's lots of things to look at, but we didn't get to all of them. If Taylor could have, she would have spent the entire time with the animals, which was actually pretty interesting. While we were there, the 2 rams got into the female sheep, the ewes, pen, which are right next to each other, but they knocked down one of the panels and got in there. And then the farm staff were running around trying to get the rams back in their own pen, and because they were all over both pens, and they were all like, it was just hilarity. And obviously the male sheep were trying to do certain things to the female sheep, and oh my gosh, we could have watched that for hours. It was hilarious. But we had a good time, and we had good weather. It's a little muddy as it is here, but it was good. Super fun day. I would definitely go back. They do sell some of the wool that's processed from the sheep there. It was really, really expensive, and very, very small quantities of it. Those sheep are not particularly bred for their wool. There was Jacob sheep and Shetland sheep, and they can have very nice wool, but they don't manage the sheep in that way. They're more of just a thing on the farm for people to enjoy. So the wool was, yeah, I don't know. It was very expensive for what it was, and so I might consider it in the future, but we'll see. We will see. It was super fun though. Super, super fun day. And we also went out quadding. There's no more snow up there, but it was very, very muddy. So a little slippery, especially with all the leaves down and everything. There's some big pools of water that we had to avoid, so we couldn't go on certain trails because the kids quad can't go through them and stuff like that. But still super nice. I took some awesome pictures of the fall foliage, so that was nice. And as I mentioned before, tomorrow I am going to a dinner and a show. Our local theater is putting on Into the Woods as a musical, and I'm super excited. Yep, there's a whole group of us. We're all going to sit at a big table together. Big table. There's 6 of us. 6 is how many you're allowed to sit at a table. So we're all going to sit at a table and watch the show, and it's going to be all good. So that is super awesome, and I can't wait. Also, the menu looks so good. Okay, there's cinnamon bun cheesecake for dessert. Like, yes, please. And then on Sunday, it's Halloween. So in our neighborhood, there's kind of like what we call the old section, which is where I live, and then the new section, which is over by the school. And the new section is a bit more flat. The driveways are, normal driveway size, whereas the old section, there's a lot of really steep driveways up to steep hills, long driveways, everyone's a bit further set back from the road. So we don't get many trick-or-treaters at our house, and we go down to the school area and do a loop there where the driveways are shorter and all the kids are, and it's a fun activity. We will be wearing masks because it's going to be a crowded space and we can't control how close people are going to get to us. But yeah, it should be good. The kids have picked out their Halloween costumes. Cooper, who's 11, is going to be Harry Potter. He has like the robe already, and I did a little zigzag. He's got the floopy hair. It's a bit longer than Harry's in the movie, but the messy hair and the whole works. Couldn't find any glasses last minute, but that's all right. He's happy. And Taylor, who's 9, is being a devil. And I found this amazing dress for like $5 at Value Village, and then I picked up some of the accessories, and she is super happy. So that is all good. So that's the weekend coming up. And then I will share some pictures at the end of the past couple weeks. 1 week. I think 1 week. I think it's only been a week, guys. Really? Yeah, it's only been a week. That's crazy. Crazy. Recording again. But you know what? I had the day off of work today. I had a lovely walk this morning. Still had to get up at the ungodly hour of 5:30 to coach volleyball, but that's all right. And I think it's movie night tonight. So it's been good. It's been good. So I'm going to say goodbye now, but I hope you enjoy the little clips at the end, and we'll see you next time. Bye. hurt my side. Okay, next on my needles, I have